The red dress. In 2013, my girlfriend and I had experienced an unforgettable event. That year, we had saved enough money to move from our small old place to a better place, a rented apartment in West City. We found it luckily since the landlord had left us over all his furniture at an excellent price. Of course, we agreed to rent it right away. We didn't need to buy anything. We just needed to buy some of our personal stuff and made a new decoration for the apartment. What do you think, honey? It's spacious so much than the old one, isn't it? Once we saved enough money, we'll buy it. This is our home now. Finally, we could feel more comfortable with that convenient, quiet, and spacious apartment from a small room. Happiness was visible on my girlfriend's face. We had dreamt about the apartment for so long. Finally, our dream could come true. I was really on cloud nine. You made me the happiest woman in this world, honey. I'll try to make you happier. For our future. I love you. At that moment, we had a home, our warm and private place. We didn't have to wake up in such a tiny, noisy area every day like before. Honey, do we need to clean up again? Even the landlord had been cleaned up, but as I could see, it still needs to clean, or else I couldn't sleep well tonight with this mess. We gotta arrange our closet and cupboard. We laid down on the couch, trash-talked, and discussed the future. Then Emma asked us to go clean up the apartment. Then together, we had started to clean the apartment. After sweeping the floor, we packed our clothes out and hung them in the closet. While packing out, I heard my girlfriend exclaimed with joy, and I turned back to her. She was likely to find something very nice in the closet. Honey, look what I found. Is it nice on me? I saw she was holding a red dress in her hands. When did you buy it? I have never seen you wear that dress. The dress looked new, and I had not seen she had worn it before. I guessed she had just bought it. I just saw it while rearranging the closet. Might be the former owner had left it here. It looks new, like have never been worn before. Emma explained she didn't buy it. Okay. You could keep it. Wash it before give it a try. It looks really new. The former's owner might rarely wear it. What a waste if we toss it away. Seeing my girlfriend was fancy it, she kept it in her hands and looking at the dress, so I advised her to keep it. There would no one returns to ask for a dress. After finishing the whole thing, we had cooked and been having dinner together. Time flew by when we were having fun. Bedtime came. In the middle of the night, I had a jolt awaken, straightened up, went to the bathroom. While wearing my flip-flop, I sense I have missed something, so I looked back to the bed. My girlfriend had been nowhere to be found. I thought she might be in the bathroom, but once I looked towards the bathroom, there was no one there. The bathroom door was opening, lights were all off. I came to the bathroom, pushed the door violently, and turned the light on, but still not able to see Emma. I was wondering where she could go in the middle of the night like that. After urinating, I came to the lavabo. I thought my girlfriend might be in the kitchen to find a bite to eat. She probably didn't want to wake me up, and I didn't notice. I incidentally looked into the mirror next to me. At that moment, I saw a woman in a red dress appear in the mirror, my heart wrenched and pounding. At first glance, I thought it was a ghost, but after taking a deep breath and looking carefully, I realized that Emma, my girlfriend, was wearing that red dress. Such scared me to death. Damn it, you scared the hell out of me. What was that in the middle of the night? I gave a relief sign once I saw my girlfriend and told her with my uneasy voice. I didn't hear Emma reply to me. I looked at her carefully. She was eye-opening, dull. Are you okay, Emma? I sensed something strange, so I called her several more times, but she wasn't replying to me. She stood there frozen in front of me. Emma, wake up. What's wrong with you? Don't scare me out like this. I was a bit frightened when seeing my girlfriend like that. I came close to her, shook her arms badly, and called her aloud. After a few shooks, she finally responded. "What happened? Why are you shooking me?" she asked, looked surprised, and didn't know what had happened. "Oops, why the hell am I wearing this dress?" Emma looked at her red dress and asked as if she didn't wear it by herself. "Didn't you wear it by yourself? What is this surprise?" I thought she might so fancy the dress so that she had tried it on, but her reaction showed that there was something wrong. "No, I didn't try it on. I remember I had slept like a baby. Why?" She assured me that she didn't wear it by herself, so why she wore the dress in the middle of the night and got to the bathroom? She didn't remember. She looked like she didn't know what had happened to her. "This is sleepwalked, definitely, don't mind it. Let's head back to our bed, no worries. I don't have any ideas of what happened. Why am I here? Even I sense it must have something unnormal here, but I didn't want my girlfriend to be troublesome." I comforted her, then took her to the bed. She changed her dress and put the red dress on the dressing table next to the bed. Not long later, she fell asleep. I thought everything might over. I turned my back to her and also tried to sleep. While tired, I felt an unpleasant eye on me behind my back. That was like seeing through my body. I was unable to stand that vagueness, so I turned back to face it. "Honey, what made you awake? Why don't you get to sleep?" At that moment, my girlfriend drove me a bit frightened and scared off. Emma was eye-opening, her lifeless eyes stared at me horribly. "God damn it. Why are you wearing that red dress? What happened?" I was frightened, wondering why Emma was wearing that dress again and staring at me with her lifeless eyes. Emma, I was worried sick and called my girlfriend multiple times. But she couldn't hear it, no responses, just staring at me frozen. That was vague. What happened to my girlfriend? I decided to clap her in the face. "Ouch, why do you clap me?" Emma got back her consciousness, straightened up, hold her cheek with, and glared at me. "I want to ask you as well, why are you wearing that dress?" You also stared at me, lifeless eyes, and immobilized. "I have tried to call you multiple times, but there is no response. You scared me to death, you know." She was awakened but didn't know about the dress. She looked fuzzed. "When the hell I wore this again? Take it off. There must be something with the dress." I sensed that the red dress was the root cause of the whole thing. I rushed her to take it off. I tended to trash it, but I was still uncomfortable when thinking of it in the trash bin in our living room, inside the apartment. So, I decided to come out, put it in the trash bin outside the apartment. I tossed that weird dress to the trash bin. I thought that would be over. I turned back my apartment, but I was wrong. That was not entirely resolved. "Honey, I'm scared." Emma was too scared to get back to sleep. I lighted a cigarette and tried to calm her down. "Don't worry, just go to sleep. I'm here watching for you." I patted her head and told her I would stay up all night until she could sleep. Finally, she could felt like sleep. I have smoked for 20 minutes. I kept smoking a few more cigarettes. I thought of the red dress and got scared of it. I started to realize that the dress that had appeared in the closet wasn't typical. The more I think, the more it was uncomfortable. Once Emma had been asleep for a while, I got tired, so I tended to lay down and take a snap, but then Emma suddenly straightened up. "Honey, what wrong? Why don't you sleep?" I found her very confused and asked her, "Why did you dare to throw my stuff away?" What stuff?" Her tone of voice had changed very strangely. I told her it was weird because that was likely to be another voice, not her. "What wrong with your voice? Are you sick, honey?" I asked Emma, and a bit confused at that moment. "Answer me. Why did you throw my stuff away?" She growled, screamed at me, then she gave me an angry eye rolling. "Where are you going in the middle of the night?" Emma got up and wanted to go somewhere. "Emma, wake up. Wake up. What happened to you?" I have worried to after her, then shook her from behind. "Get off from me. I want to find my dress." She threw my hands. At that moment, I felt like she was as strong as a man. Her elbow had landed at my jaw, my tooth fell out, and I could feel the blood in my mouth. I had fallen backward. "Stop there. It's dangerous outside in the middle of the night for you." At that moment, Emma had been at the doorstep. She opened the door and stepped out. I tried to forget about the pain in my mouth, stood up, and chased after her. Emma didn't even want to wear her shoes. She walked with her barefoot. "Emma, wait for me." I ran after her with my barefoot and called her, but Emma didn't hear me. She continued to run out. After running a few meters, she acted weird. Her head was falling backward, her body nearly fell out. I stood frozen, unable to read the scene. Her body didn't fall entirely, it was like wiggling in the air. "Emma." After a while of wiggling, her body fell to the ground. I worriedly yelled at her and ran towards her to check out. "Emma. Wake up, honey, wake up, don't scare me out." I grabbed her up and shook her body. I called her with my shivering voice. But she wasn't responding. I tried to pull myself together, headed back to the apartment, and called 115. Shortly, the ambulance came and took Emma to the hospital. I had to follow them as well. 3 a.m. Hospital of West City. After checking her condition, doctors announced that Emma had nothing serious. She had just passed out because of exhaustion. Thank God. Finally, my heart could turn back functioning as usual. "Emma, you finally wake up. I was worried sick, you know." After a long while waiting near the sick bed, my girlfriend had been waking up. "Why am I here? Ouch. My head." She looked shocked when waking up in the hospital. She was unable to recall what had happened. I waited a bit to make sure she was in good condition and then told her what happened earlier. "How horrible. Why I'm unable to recall anything of that." She shook her head and said that she was unable to recall even a little. After chatting a while, I let her sleep. After then, I came to see the doctor again to ask about her condition. The doctor had assured Emma was in good health condition. After discussion, we both agreed that the apartment was not a good place to stay. What happened to them wasn't expected as is, so we decided to meet the landlord to discuss. I had come to the meeting alone in time. I let Emma at the hospital take more rest. Once I met the landlord, I asked him straight away, "Have there been a woman in the red dress who had died in your apartment?" I told him the apartment wasn't clean. What a trash talk. If you don't want to rent the apartment, tell me. I would give your money back. Don't talk crap. I used to live there for my own 2 years. A woman who? So I had a wrong guess. The landlord used to live there and assured me there had been no woman. I told him what happened the night before. The landlord was really surprised by that. After negotiation, we had moved out quickly. We had found another excellent place to settle. My girlfriend had got back to normal as well. I didn't believe that what happened was expected, even moved to another place. Still, I usually spent my free time looking for an article about the death of the red-dressed woman in the apartment in the past. I kept in touch with the landlord to ask him if he had investigated, but he had no reply in return. Then I had found a photo of a red-dressed woman, but there was no news about her.